What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? Welcome back to Kansas City Chiefs Today, your daily spot for breaking news, rumors, game recaps, and that real fan talk. We're on a mission right now, the push to 5,000 subs. If you ride with Mahomes, Kelce, and this defense, hit that button and join the family. Today's headline? The Chiefs open as underdogs at home against the Baltimore Ravens in Week 4. Home dogs? That doesn't happen often around here, and it tells you everything about how Vegas and the national media view the matchup. We're gonna break down why the line looks like this, what it means for Mahomes and the offense, how Spags can tilt the field, and what's at stake in the AFC race. To breath, let's cook. So here's the snapshot. After 2 rough weeks, Kansas City finally got off the mat on Sunday night and beat the Giants 22-9 on the road to get to 1-2. The defense forced 2 picks, the offense did just enough, and the champs avoided a nightmare 0-3 start. That's your foundation heading into Ravens week. But the books still opened Baltimore as the favorite for Week 4, Ravens by about a field goal early in the week at most shops, which makes this one of those rare Arrowhead games where Mahomes isn't favored. Some books even noted it's one of the only times in the Mahomes era KC has been home underdogs in back-to-back games after being short dogs to the Eagles in Week 2. Why the skepticism? The Ravens are always physical, always creative on defense, and they've got Lamar Jackson, an MVP who can flip a game in one snap. And even though Baltimore took a lump against Detroit, oddsmakers still respect their overall profile. For KC, roster context matters. Rashee Rice is suspended for the first 6 games, which is a big deal for the receiver room and for how Andy Reid structures the passing tree. It's forced other guys, like Tyquan Thornton, into larger roles early. Fence, who benefits, who struggles? Patrick Mahomes. When oddsmakers fade KC, it's usually because of protection and perimeter consistency, not number 15. The Week 3 win wasn't fireworks, but it was functional. Mahomes protected the ball, extended drives, and hit the money throws when Kansas City needed them. Against Baltimore's simulated pressures and late rotations, his ability to diagnose on the fly is the equalizer. The spread says, tight game. Tight games belong to 15. Travis Kelce, Baltimore loves to bang and bracket tight ends. Expect physical reroutes, green dog blitzes that force hot throws away from Kelce, and bracket looks with a safety sitting at 10 to 12 yards. That said, Kelce eats when the middle opens up, especially if KC can threaten vertically to pull the safeties. The Chiefs have to make the Ravens pay for sitting on option routes. Rashee Rice, timeline he's not back yet, again, 6-game suspension to start the year, so the snaps and targets are still up for grabs. That puts a premium on structure. Motions, stacks, bunches to free releases so your WRs don't have to win isolation all game. Isaiah Pacheco, this is sneaky big. If Baltimore plays too high to protect against explosives, or if Andy's jet/motion constraints force lighter boxes, Pacheco can put them on schedule. KC doesn't need 6.0 YPC. They need 2 ND and 6 instead of 2 ND and 10, and a credible play-action threat to slow blitz timing. WR room. Tyquan Thornton's speed popped the last 2 weeks and gives KC a legit horizontal and vertical stressor. If he threatens the top, you get high-low opportunities for Kelce and more RPO glance windows. Without Rice, Thornton's ability to stack and force cushion is crucial. He led KC in receiving against the Giants and hit chunk plays in Week 2 as well. Defense, depth chart, and Spags tweaks. Spagnuolo's group has been the tone setter so far. Against the Giants, they took the ball away twice and suffocated third downs. Nwigi went 1-4-10. That's the formula versus Baltimore. Early stops, force third and long, and make them throw outside the numbers. Edge and games. Expect T/E and E/T stunts to punish Baltimore's protections. If you can squeeze the pocket, Lamar will drift. That's where the backside rusher has to close, contain, and finish. Second level, eye discipline is everything versus option looks and play action boots. The Chiefs' linebackers need to sort split flow quickly. One false step and Lamar's up the seam. Back end. If Zay Flowers is the primary vertical stressor, the corners must top down it and rally. Keep a safety cap, live with hitches, win the tackle. Make Baltimore drive the field and earn red zone trips, an area they've been inconsistent in. What could Andy Reid tweak this week? Early shot sequencing. Hit a play action deep over or post to Thornton in the first 15 plays. You're not just chasing a bomb, you're forcing Baltimore's safeties to widen and hold depth, which makes Kelsey's option routes cleaner later. Motion and stacks. Against pressman teams, Andy loves stack releases and jet at snap to create free access. That's how you get day one separation without a dominant X receiver. RPO/glance world. If the Ravens are loading against Pacheco, tag glance and now screens to punish leverage. Take the free yards. Live in second and manageable. Tempo pockets. A couple of sugar huddles or no huddle pockets can trap Baltimore in personnel and stop their disguise game. Give Mahomes static pictures when you can. X factors. Rookie/young speed. If Xavier Worthy is active in the plan, pairing his burst with Thornton creates double speed stress. You don't need 8 targets each, you need 2 explosives that change how the Ravens call the second half. Veteran leadership. Kelsey and Mahomes own the middle 8, last 4 o'clock of the first half, first 4 o'clock of the second. If KC wins the middle 8 with a field goal and a TD, the underdog label evaporates. Trenches. Arrowhead noise plus sim pressures from Spags equals mistakes. If the Chiefs jump ahead by 7 to 10, Baltimore becomes one-handed, and that's how the pass rush eats. AFC lens/playoff implications. Oddsmakers opening KC as home dogs tells you 2 things. 1. Respect for Baltimore's roster, and 2. A reminder the AFC is a knife fight. Bills, Ravens, Dolphins all jockeying for top seed leverage. This game doesn't decide January, but it swings tiebreakers and keeps the 1 seed within reach. Multiple outlets have emphasized KC being an underdog in only a handful of Mahomes' home games ever, which underscores how big this is. Locker room vibe, relief after week 3, and focus. The defense knows it can carry a game. The offense knows it has to be more efficient on first down. No panic, just urgency. The week 3 tape shows a team that stabilized, took the ball away, and owned situational football in the second half. Chiefs Kingdom reactions. Fans are split between, how are we underdogs at Arrowhead? And, good, fuel for Mahomes. Both can be true. KC as a home dog is a respect test, and historically, a motivator. National media narrative, betting outlets and early picks pieces are already circling this one, noting the rare home dog status and leaning toward taking KC with the points because of Mahomes at Arrowhead. Translation, even when Vegas leans Ravens, nobody wants to fade 15 at home for long. Let's zoom out. Bills look steady. Dolphins have track speed. Ravens are a bar fight. The difference for Kansas City is January at Arrowhead, the path we all know. A September win over a direct rival is a 2-for-1. It boosts your record and dents theirs, plus it helps in head-to-head and conference tiebreakers. With the AFC stacking elite records early, you don't want to be chasing the 1 seed from behind. The line might say underdog, but the dynasty math says, defend home turf, stack wins, and make the road to the Super Bowl run through KC again. If you know, you know. Takeaways. Yes, the Chiefs opened as underdogs versus the Ravens, roughly a field goal, which is rare at Arrowhead in the Mahomes era. Expect that number to move with practice reports and market action. The defense has the blueprint: early stops, win third down, squeeze the pocket, and force Baltimore to throw outside the numbers. Offensively, it's about structure without rice. Motion, stacks, early shots to Thornton, a steady diet of Pacheco to keep balance, and Kelsey feasting when safeties widen. We're hammering our push to 5,000 subs. If you're rocking with us, hit subscribe, drop a like, and share this with your Chiefs crew. 3 fan questions to drive the comments. Arrowhead underdogs. disrespect, or fair based on the first 3 weeks. If you're Andy Reid, which first 15 shot are you dialing up? Post, deep over, or slot fade to Thornton? Bigger AFC roadblock to the 1 seed, Baltimore's defense, Buffalo's consistency, or Miami's track team? We'll have more tomorrow on Mahomes, Kelsey, and any trade buzz that pops, plus injury updates as they hit the wire. Don't miss a drop. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never skip a Chiefs upload. Drop your takes in the comments and join the road to 5,000 subs here on Kansas City Chiefs Today.